Welcome back to the Morning Coin. My name's Kyle. This is Bully, and we're bullish today, baby. Bitcoin hit new all-time highs this weekend, and we're fighting with those all-time highs right now. I think we're going to break out this week, but a lot of it depends on the Fed. The Fed has a meeting this week coming out on the 18th with their rate cut and their rate cut projections. And the projections are important because that's what stalled the rally throughout this summer. So I'll give you the details on that, what to look for, and what I'm looking for, and what's bullish and bearish there. And we're also going to talk about markets. Bitcoin with the new all-time high. 106,500. Like I said, we're fighting with that number right now in the trading session. And that's good news. Usually Bitcoin does worse. It drops throughout the trading session. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. I do anticipate we'll break those all-time highs in this next coming weeks, if not earlier, and start to push up further. Ethereum is also battling its local highs back in April, May timeframe, hit 4,100. We're still about 20% off of its all-time highs made back in 2021. But breaking those all-time highs around, I think it was 4,870-ish. That would send us right into alt season. I mean, right, alt season is definitely either in progress or right around the corner. Now, a little bit of bad news for altcoins. Bitcoin dominance went up, which we want to see Bitcoin dominance dive, which just means a further delay of alt season. We didn't break those local highs, so we're still in the zone of Bitcoin dominance falling, which is good news. I do anticipate that we'll see it roll over here at some point. We don't want to get to the point where we break those local highs on the percentage, but I don't think we'll see that. We should see Ethereum outperforming a Bitcoin soon, and that means altcoins performing Ethereum soon after that. Now, there is some good news for altcoins. Altcoins are up about 20%. They bounced off a fib line that they hit last week, exactly 1 week ago today. And that those gains are good news for altcoins. It just means, to me, it means more power in this alt rally. And with the stable coin liquidity that we've seen just going through the roof, I think this could be a very powerful alt season. Now, there are over 16,000 new tokens created just on Base and Ethereum over the last week. This new token creation just shows a lot more excitement in the market and a lot of arbitrage opportunities. What a lot of these tokens are scams that are taking advantage of really poorly designed sniper bots that just buy in based on bad criteria as soon as the coin is launched, and then the creators of the token, they rug pull it and take the liquidity out of the coin. Now, there are some really good tokens being created out of that. Some really good projects are coming online. I've been looking at a lot of those, and we'll cover some of those, some of my favorites later this week. Now, some more good news on the markets for crypto. The Santa Claus rally is coming up, and this is the rally that we usually see during bull markets in the last weeks of December and first or second week of January. Historically, those rallies have led Bitcoin up 30%, and I don't see any reason why we shouldn't see that again this cycle. History usually rhymes, doesn't necessarily repeat itself. So I do anticipate a bullish crypto season. So call it crypto Christmas, if you will. And that would take us on average, it's about 30% gains in upside in Bitcoin. And that would take us to around 130,000 on Bitcoin if we see the same again. Got a few more fib lines to fight through. The next one's at 112. And after that, we're sitting just south of 130,000, around 125, 127, depending on how you draw those lines. So exciting stuff coming up in the next couple weeks here for Bitcoin. Now in the news, this week is Fed week. Fed is making a decision on rate cuts, and this is happening on Wednesday around noon Mountain Time, where I'm at. I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern time. This is a big deal because this usually leads to lots of volatility in markets. And if you remember from the June meeting, the summary of economic projections, that's right, this is a SEP meeting too, meaning that we get the Fed's outlook on the next 3 years of rate cuts. And that could impact what markets do in the medium term. And we saw the June SEP lead to a muted market, basically just a sideways crypto market over the summer and into early fall. It really didn't take off until after the election in November. So that's the risk that we're looking for. Now, right now, the Fed is projecting a 25 basis point cut. That is, technically considered one rate cut for December here. Now, that's despite inflation missing its targets on the upside for the last 4 months. And this is the biggest miss in inflation, the last PPI report. That's what the Fed uses for its main inflation indicator. It's the biggest miss since December of last year. And if you remember, the SEP rate cut forecast was taken from 3 rate cuts back down to one in June. And that's what the concern is, that we would see another reduction in projected rate cuts in 2025. Right now, we're sitting at 100 basis point cut projection for 2025. That would be technically 4 rate cuts if you're counting each cut as 25 basis points, which is the common way to look at it. Hopefully, we don't see that, but the question will be, can the Santa rally overcome any Fed bearishness? Really, I think the Fed will leave the rate cuts in 2025 for right now because they're going to be a little worried about harming the market, but there is some political plays in place as well. So who's to say? There is Jerome Powell trying to keep his job, but can he be fired? But does he want a contentious relationship with the next administration? These are all questions, Chair Powell won't say out loud, but he's definitely thinking about. So this will be an interesting Fed meeting for sure. Make sure you watch. We will be watching as well. The SEP projections, especially those for 2025. Remember, we're looking for 4 rate cuts. I think 3 would not be too bearish. 2 or 1, I think, would make markets absolutely go wild and not in a good way. So we're looking forward to the Fed meeting on Wednesday. Hopefully it's good news, and hopefully we see it fuel the Santa rally for the next coming 3 to 4 weeks. Thanks for watching The Morning Coin, and keep an eye out for the gems coming up. Would love a sub if you got value out of this one. Once again, thanks for watching from Kyle and from Bully. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.